So you're thinking about moving to Roseburg, Oregon, but you're wondering, is it still affordable to live there today? Well, in this video, I am going to walk you through the real cost of living here. Housing, taxes, utilities, all of it. And a couple of them at the end, you're really going to want to listen to because they are shocking. Hey everybody, I'm Jerry Norman with Oregon Life Homes, right here in the Roseburg area. I moved here myself about 10 years ago. I absolutely love it. But just like you, affordability was one of the reasons why I moved here. So today I'm breaking it down. What it costs to live, eat, drive, and play right here in Roseburg. So you're really going to want to stay tuned, especially if you're moving to this area and you're newly retired or on a fixed income. This is really going to hit home for you and really help you make the decision to live here. So with that, let's get on with the video. First off, let's just start off big with housing. Right now, in the middle of 2025, Roseburg homes are selling for an average of $300 to $375, depending on the neighborhood and the condition of the home. Zillow's showing an average right around $150,000, and that's gone up a little bit from last year, but not as fast as places like Eugene and Portland. Now compare that 350 to the state average, which is right around 470,000. It's still looking like a somewhat of a pretty good deal here. And if you are thinking about moving here first and renting, even though rentals are really hard to come by, a decent rental property can probably run you right around $1,200 to $1,300 a month, which is a little bit lower than the Oregon and US averages. You can get some space and quieter surroundings if you don't mind being 15 minutes out of town. But those are going to come with a few little drawbacks as well. But if you don't mind, those could be some really good options. Now, let's get into everyday expenses. Groceries here, pretty average. You're not going to save a ton on groceries, but you're not going to overpay either, as long as you know where to shop. Utilities, surprisingly decent. Oregon power rates are slightly below the national average. But the good thing here is our mild climate doesn't mean you're going to be blasting your AC during the summertime or cranking your heat during the winter months. We're pretty average, so you don't need to be cranking those 100% of the time. Healthcare here is also pretty affordable, especially compared to urban areas. And here's a bonus. Most neighborhoods here in the Roseburg area do not have an HOA fee. And the ones that do really aren't that bad compared to other HOAs in other states. So if you are retiring here and trying to stay on a little bit of a tighter budget, that's definitely worth something to factor in. All right, if you're finding this video helpful so far, leave me a comment and let me know what you're most curious about Roseburg. Maybe I'll put a video out about it. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps me put out all these videos every week to help you be more informed about living in Roseburg. So now on to the taxes. This is really where Oregon is a really big give and take. First off, no sales tax. Yep, you walk into a store, the price you see on the price tag is the price you're going to pay at the register. There are a couple times when you're not going to. For example, bottled water. Cans and bottles, you're going to pay a 10-cent deposit. And then you can take those in and get your deposit fee back. And there's a really easy process to go about it. So it's simple. You don't have to stay in line and throw the things in the containers. That sucks. So there's a really easy way to do it. So without the sales tax, it makes furnishing and doing renovations a pretty big win. Property taxes are also not so bad. Unincorporated areas in the county are much lower than the national average. On a $350,000 home, you're probably going to pay about $2,000 in taxes a year. But that all depends on the locations and areas you're going to be in. Some of the cities are going to be a little bit more, but unincorporated areas of the county, less. Income tax. Now, this is where Oregon makes up for it. The income tax is tiered. If you are living off of retirement income, Social Security, you might not owe that much. But if you've got a little bit of a higher paying job or income coming in from investments or a side hustle, it could add up. Oh, and if you are over 62 or a veteran, Oregon has some pretty good property tax deferrals that you can apply for. All right, so here's a pretty cool one. It's car registration. Oregon charges you a flat fee based on miles per gallon. and your registration is good for 2 years. So it really doesn't matter the age or the make of the car. Most people pay around $63 a year. It comes out to roughly about $130 for 2 years for your car registration, which is way better than some of the states that I've lived in where they charge you a huge personal property tax on your car. And also in Roseburg, there are no emissions tests. So you don't have to worry about emissions or inspections for your cars, which is pretty good. And then gas, as of this summer, we're seeing like pretty much a floating rate between $3.30 and $4 a gallon. It's higher than we want to see, but it's pretty much in line with the state average. And from the people that I've been talking to that are in California, it's way better. And the other good thing is most people around here don't have really long commutes, which really makes things manageable. All right, the last thing, and honestly, one of my favorites, the quality of life. Roseburg has a ton of free and low-cost stuff to do. Fishing, hiking, scenic motorcycle rides, that's what I like. River floats, waterfalls, wine tastings, and most of it's free or under 20 bucks. We get over about 180 days of year of sun, and you're just a short drive out to the coast or Crater Lake and some of the best outdoor recreation in the state. Even if you are on a fixed income, you can stay active, social, and enjoy yourself without breaking the bank. So, is housing still affordable in 2025? The housing here is lower compared to the Oregon average. Everyday expenses are manageable, taxes are retiree friendly, and the lifestyle here is hard to beat. If you're thinking about relocating and want help figuring out which part of Roseburg is best for you, give me a call, text, email. All my contact info is in the description below and right here. All my social media stuff is up there as well. I've moved here myself, relocated from across the country. I love it here. And I've figured out which neighborhoods are best for each individual and what would make the most sense for you and your budget. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed the video and check out these other ones. One up there and one right there. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.